What's going on, y'all? It's time for the Rest Hold, the commercial break section where we fill you in on everything that you need to be aware of going down in the world of Smark Out Moment for this week, but we also throw in some other segments that don't have a home elsewhere on the show. We're going to start off with the Outside Interference articles, and I've written two for eWrestling News, finishing up that series I talked about before, WWE stars in the Fastlane to success on the main roster and on NXT roster. Go ahead and check those out and pay attention to all the articles coming up later on this week, because I got a lot that I'm going to be posting about Fastlane. So those are on eWrestlingNews.com. Bleacher Report's going to have a couple up as well. Go to those two sites, find them there. You can find them all over the place on Smark Out Moment's social media accounts as well, including the Outside Interference section of the homepage of SmarkOutMoment.com. Next up is Smark My Words, where I highlight one of my favorite things that you guys put out there this week, and this is going to go to Mark Gracey for some fan art that he sent in, actually. He drew up a little thing. I'm going to put this on the screen right now if you're watching on YouTube. The Sting in the Thing, when we were talking about the statue that we were going on, the whole Dr. Seuss sort of thing. He also drew a picture of AJ Styles coming out of a cash register that we were talking about recently, and a good logo for the Drew crew of a burning chair. Fantastic. Did not expect to see this on the Mega Maniacs, and I laughed my ass off when I saw that. So thank you, Mark, for sending that in. Thank you to all the other people who participated in all the conversations as well. Make sure you guys send other fan art in if you've got any other ideas. It's awesome. If you are interested in being eligible for next week's Mark My Words, check the YouTube screen right now, and you will see a list of all the different avenues that I choose from, including the Mega Maniacs group on Facebook that I just mentioned, facebook.com/group/the Mega Maniacs. That's where we goof off throughout the week, and we invite you guys to join in on the fun. So if you have a Facebook account, you gotta join us there. Next week is going to be the February edition of the monthly mailbag, so send in your questions that you want us to answer. And you can do that a lot of different ways. The easiest method for me, at the very least, is for you to go to the contact page at smarkoutmoment.com, send us an email that way. But you can also tweet at us, you can also leave a comment on YouTube, and so on and so forth. If there's any way that you can reach out to us, I'll try to figure out a way to make sure that I can answer it for you guys. If you happen to be going to a wrestling event, take advantage of the Sign Me Up initiative. Bring a sign that says Smark Out Moment to it, and take a picture or a video of yourself to me, and I'll give you a spotlight on the website, and the next episode of Smack Talk as a little thank you for supporting the website. If you want to support us through monetary means, there's a couple different ways in which you can send us your spare change. We have a Patreon account for anybody interested in taking part in that for the rewards that we have set up. Our YouTube channel is eligible for fan funding by clicking on the Support This Channel module, or you can cut out the middleman and hit up the PayPal donation button at the bottom of smarkoutmoment.com. We also have a merchandise shop up over at Redbubble now, where you can pick up some t-shirts and some other gear with designs from our official logos, as well as our inside jokes. And if you have any suggestions of new things you'd like to see, send those ideas my way. In the meantime, head on over to redbubble.com/people/smarkoutmoment and browse the catalog. And if you can't afford to spread the wealth, we totally understand that, but don't forget about the other ways you can help support us that don't include your wallet. Give us a thumbs up on all of our videos on YouTube. Spread the word by sharing the channel and the website on social media. On Facebook, you give us a like. On Twitter, you follow us and retweet, so on and so forth. And that applies to the websites that aren't Smark Out Moment as well, because they're all tied in together, so make sure you do the same to sites like fanboysanonymous.com. That's our sister website, the blue brand that deals with everything in geek culture, like movies and comics and video games and whatnot. So if you're interested in those kind of nerdy topics, go over to fanboysanonymous.com, follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, subscribe to the podcast over at iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/fanboysanonymous, and geek out with us. And don't forget about the All Talk Show, because you never know when one of those episodes is going to pop up. Follow us at All Talk Show all over the different platforms, and subscribe to iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/All Talk Show, and we will tell you in advance whenever we decide that we are going to do an episode on our Facebook and our Twitter accounts. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open. Lastly, if you're interested in joining the Smark Out Moment team as a writer, an editor, or something else for that matter, you can send in your application by using the contact form of the website, and I will get back to you with more information about all this as soon as I possibly can. That's it for the Rest Hold for this week. Thank you all for listening, everybody. It's time for us to get into our main event for this episode, 2016 Fastlane predictions.